What is going on, everybody? It's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, and as you can tell, we are burning through our reaction series to Westworld, and we're into season 2, and we made it all the way up to episode number 5. This is the last time I'm going to apologize for the laptop quality video. I should be back in my normal system for the rest of the episodes of this season, but I'm still traveling, doing the Quiet Place junket and bringing interviews to the CinemaBlend YouTube page with John Krasinski, Emily Blunt, and the cast of Quiet Place. But as I have been saying, the Westworld grind has to continue, so I'm going to dive right into episode number 5 of season 2. I thought 4 was one of the best episodes of the show so far. Amazing revelations. I loved everything with William and his father-in-law and the idea of potentially placing someone's conscience onto a host body so that they could live forever. Plot twist I wasn't expecting. I'm going to assume for this one we're back into Dolores territory, which you know isn't my necessarily favorite. I don't love the Uprising. I'd rather explore the other parks. I'd rather get into what Delos is doing. But we'll see where all this goes, right? So I'm going to press play. You're going to hit subscribe if you haven't yet already. And of course, if you're subscribing but not turning on your notifications, why are we even doing this? And so we're going to go right into Westworld Season 2, Episode 5, as we get ready for the premiere of Season 3 together.
Dredging's almost at 50%. We also started draining the valley. And sir, I have 2 teams out looking for Abernathy.
When you find him, bring him to me personally.
At the end of the other one, I was trying to guess where Bernard planted the Thule globe thing, and it's in Abernathy.
We're pulling what we can off the recovered host control units. What's really unsettling is what's in about a third of them. Nothing. Like they never held data to begin with. But there's nothing we can recover from the cradle. The host backups have all been destroyed.
Something bigger is going on here.
How did all these disparate threads come together to create this nightmare?
Watch season 1, or Bernard will remember. Okay, last time I saw Maeve, she was coming head on with a ninja blade.
What the hell's that?
Looks like a dead man to me.
Lay down your sword. Everything under control.
Don't bet on it.
This is just the tip of Shogun World's prick, an experience expressly designed for the guests who find Westworld too tame.
Oh, Shogun World. Yes, please.
But the same malfunctioning shit show that's playing out in Westworld has found its way here. That's also why your vocal voodoo didn't work on them. You spoke the wrong language.
Oh, I want Tandy Newton to speak Japanese. It's a weird request, but I'd like to see it. People complain about this season? This season's very creative. Is that Sweetwater? Is that the Sweetwater of Shogun World? Is there Shogun World Maeve? Oh! That's you! That's the you of this world. That's funny. That's funny. You hack writer, you put the same story in each world.
It's us.
Yes, fine. Will you try writing 300 stories in 3 weeks?
That's really funny.
数ある藩内の店からわざわざ私を選んで強奪するのか
Shogun Maeve. The safe is empty.
では、刀を収め、話し合おうか。
妙案ね。似通うところが多いよね。
願ってもらいこうと。
Thank you. Well, you guys are back at Sweetwater, huh? Alright. Train. Oh, okay. They can take the train back.
Fix what's broke. Stripper for speed.
Didn't get much sleep last night.
Aw. That's sad. They're just stuck in their loop.
Sometimes they're real bad.
Rejoin the others.
That actress for Clementine has had to endure some stuff. She's playing it really well.
Like I told you, Teddy, this place was never home.
Oh, they're in like a purgatory.
You've plagiarized our stories. Supply and demand. But if you're asking, can you trust Akane? The real question is, can you trust yourself?
No, I don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't either. Oh, I thought you were the
and I'll skin
screenwriter.
like a rabbit.
Yet another reason to get out of here. Too fucking sweet.
cool.
将軍様は桜を一生そばに置かれるつもりじゃ。
誉れ高き将軍様にお伝えください。桜は売り物ではございません。
上様が肉をご所望であれば地区の生い立ちなど。
Madam Akane has no choice but to give up Sakura.
これが私の稲でございます。
Oh!
That's not supposed to happen.
そのことを知り、売ってをよこすであろう。されどそなたか、どこか私たちを遠くに連れ出してくれよ。
Whoa!
Yukino Izumi. ねえ、Sakura.
私はそこで生まれました。
Snow Lake is a cornerstone, but also has an access point back to the tunnels.
お供しましょう。
夜の闇に紛れ出立する。
I was gonna say in the morning. His plan makes more sense. Cool. I dig the parallels. I like it. See, now this is a side story similar to William and Craddock, but this one's interesting. I don't mind spending time here.
Shinobi-da.
武器を仲間に向けろ。
Oh! It'd be very cool if they didn't shoot this in total darkness. Oh! Look out. Oh boy.
被害者。
What the heck? Well, that's a new power, Maeve.
鬼王子。
奴らは将軍の手の者であった。
Duh.
Sakura.
We got 3. The rest vanished with Sakura.
Shogun's army never comes into town.
Stop saying that. You're off script.
時を稼げる。
She's like, I have a cool new power. I want to test it out on the show.
旗を下すだと田中。
Was that the plan?
You and I spent a lot of time here, talking about making a life together.
What if someday was right now?
You gonna
And the
propose?
fight coming to Dolores. And I'm still waking up to what I really am. And if that means I'm free, then we both are. Free to walk away.
I ever tell you about the year we almost lost the herd? Blue tongue. It was the flies that carried it. What would you do, Daddy?
How's the weakest in a barn out of the air away from the flies?
Daddy burned him.
She's not settling down with you, Ted. With all due respect.
He took one look at you and self-impaled. How did you do that?
Good question.
I don't know.
Huge
There
question.
was no voice command.
I think I'm finding a new voice.
Our transportation is ready.
Exciting.
近在空死によるものにございます。何のご用意もなき次第、ご無礼の段。
こんなくだらないものがこのは貢ぎ物じゃと。
That's cortical fluid.
He's broken. 陰陽師がおると申しておった。わしは家臣たちに。
Oh!
桜をお返しください。金に糸目はつけません。
まだお前が初々しかったお前の舞を見たぞ。優雅な踊りであった。これでどうじゃ。桜一人ではなく、茜。お前もわしに待ってみせよ。忘れら
Do
れ
the drum technique.
宴になるだろう。
Took a while, but he gave up the destination. Tell them.
It's the Mesa.
We leave at first light.
See? First light. That's what I would have done.
娘がいる。娘はどこに？新世界。もしも新世界に誠がある。そなたがこの世で生きた人生は。These past few days, I've seen you so clearly. And I've seen you're not gonna make it. And if we're gonna survive, some of us will have to burn.
Yeah, Dolores. Wow. Marston checking out of the series?
Hold him.
I can't guarantee that he'll hold together.
To grow, We all need to suffer.
Oh, maybe Marsden just gets to play a new version. That'd be fun. I'd say Marsden turn it up a little bit.
申し分ないが一つ物足りん約束通りさくらはお前のものだ
You son of a bitch.
前
Oh boy. She's gonna kill all of you. Damn! I mean, she kind of had to. Maeve is killing them all? Or making them kill themselves?
I told you, I found a new voice. Now we use it.
Awesome. Awesome. Alright. Maeve is incredible. Or she's become a really cool character. It's taken a while to get there. A lot of stuff that she had to go through in order to get to that point, but they're spending the right amount of time developing her properly. This is funny because the structure of this episode is not too far off from what happened in the episode where William just burned all that time watching Craddock abuse the town, right? But it was repetitive. That one was repetitive, whereas this one, by introducing Shogun World, takes us to a completely new area and kind of shows in a bigger picture how the park was operating with them recycling storylines. And I thought that was really clever, the way that they mirrored aspects of things that we'd seen go on in Sweetwater. And but then you learn that the hosts in Shogun World are off script, way off script at that point as well too. That this virus of infection is going all around the park. But Maeve has a power. Maeve has a superpower that she's able to control people, even if they take off their ears and can't hear her talk, even though she's fluent in all these different languages. She's able to now, like Professor X, communicate with her mutants and take down the hosts in any way that she sees fit, which is fascinating. But there's another aspect of something that happened in this week's episode that furthered a really important narrative. And it has to do with the fact that the freedom that certain hosts are chasing in this show is not going to be for everybody. And when Dolores returns to Sweetwater, she finds certain hosts that are still just trapped in their loop. There's the dealer who's still going through the motions of counting the money and dealing out the cards. We see some of the prostitutes who are still repeating their thing. Even Clementine has not really made it fully through. And they're just ones who are always going to be potentially stuck in that loop. Like the revolution is not necessarily for them. Dolores realizes that that's probably the case for Teddy too. Now, I thought she was going to completely sacrifice him and that Marsden was, salute to you, sir, leaving the show. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe she's enhancing him because it looked like they were doing something else to his coding. And maybe Marsden's going to get to play a full black hat cowboy now at this point as Dolores heads to the Mesa. I don't really know what's going on with the Mesa. But it's funny because when Maeve had the conversation with the writer, she also was saying, like, he's saying, no, this is all code. Like, you don't understand. Like, you don't have these feelings. And this is a huge debate on Westworld. Is it coding versus are these legitimate feelings that the hosts are feeling? And I think you can debate both sides. I think you can debate because there are times when they still default right back to their scripts, right? And they'll still give you think they're in a very emotional moment, but they're giving line readings of things that they were told to say. So how much of this is Ford programming them in the bigger story that he was trying to write? How much of it is still their coding that's just being manipulated in a different fashion? It's fun to play with. It's really fun to play with. And listen, if this episode just existed as an excuse for the Westworld producers and the creative team to do a Shogun World, good. That was great. because it just looked cool. It was a cool little way to branch far off of what the show was doing. I love the attention to detail in all of Shogun World. I like the traditions that are the things that we tend to expect from a Japanese culture like that. Yeah, it was great. It was great. It's a good episode. It's a good episode in the fact that it was, largely Maeve and a standalone story as her and her team went through Shogun World, but fascinating to me. A really interesting one, and one that still found ways to advance some of the conversations that we're having about Westworld in general. So now she's found her new voice, and I can't wait to find out how she's planning on using it. So we'll be back here for episode number 6 in season 2 to see how Maeve continues to put that voice forward. There's more stuff going on too with the hosts, and the fact that the Delos team is in here retrieving some of them and finding out that they've not necessarily been wiped, but something else is going on with their programming, and I'm sure that the answer is going to be found in Bernard's memories someplace. But we'll get to that point when we get to that point. So the rewatch continues, or the reaction video continues. Hopefully it's a rewatch for you guys as you're using these episodes to catch up on seasons 1 and 2 of Westworld as we get toward season 3. I will be back with episode number 6. Make sure you don't miss it by hitting subscribe and turning on your notifications, and I'll meet you back here on CinemaBlend's YouTube page as soon as that episode drops.